Jakarta, most metal bands sing about social and political issues, something I associate more with punk rock than metal. But Indonesia's most popular metal band, Tengkorak, has started to incorporate more controversial ideas. What are you trying to say through Tengkorak's music?
Kita juga ada beberapa tema-tema yang ketidaksetujuan kita dengan kelompok negara kapitalis yang selalu memojokkan negara-negara yang sedang berkembang gitu kan. Seperti mayoritas penduduk kita di Indonesia ini adalah Muslim, mereka mengatakan bahwa ada beberapa negara yang kategorikan sebagai negara teroris, dan itu kita sangat tidak setuju dan tidak respect gitu dengan itu ya.
Most of the songs have a very strong political or social commentary, but there was one song which was called, I think, Destroying Zionism. What are you expressing through that song?
Ada, Zionis itu adalah sebuah sistem yang dibikin oleh kaum Yahudi. Kaum Yahudi ini mempunyai sistem gitu. Sistem ini sangat sesat. Dia tujuannya itu emang untuk menghancurkan umat Islam gitu pada intinya gitu kan. Zionis itu emang harus benar-benar di-destroy ya kan. Jadi tidak perlu ada lagi gitu. Bahkan kalau perlu Israel dihapuskan dari peta dunia kan.
People would hear that song and then see your jacket with a swastika and a slash through it. Do you think they might see that as a bit of a contradiction?
Tapi bukannya masalah Yahudinya yang di sini yang kita tidak setuju dan kita tentang gitu.
The right-wing politics, the religious leader, they kind of more to teach people of Indonesia, you gotta live in Islam way. Me, I was born Islam, but I don't trust that religion anymore, because for me, religion it's individual. It's only between you and God.
Muslim itu mengajarkan kedamaian. Semua agama mengajarkan kedamaian. Tidak mengajarkan untuk memusuhi orang, berperang dengan orang lain. Itu hanya orang per orangnya aja, human per humannya aja, yang memaksakan kehendak pada orang. Dan itu bukan orang baik. Apapun agamanya, mau Muslim, mau Kristen, mau apa, itu bukan orang baik menurut gua.
Let's stay up. Yeah. There you go. I'm ready.
Shooting.
No, you watch in the same place? Yeah. Okay. I'm in a mosque in Indonesia, and it's the end of Ramadan, so it's Friday, so it's a big prayer day, and we're going in with our new friend Rudy. The first foot bath I've had in a long time.
Yang Muslim ya harusnya kayak gua, kayak orang-orang yang lihat itu biasa aja, sembahyang, pergi kerja, ya kayak gua aja yang lihat normal. Tidak ada Muslim. Metal is for my life. Metal is for life. Make a relationship with friend, just hear the music, take a spirit. It's only for life. But religion is my relation vertically with my God.
Metal music has never shied away from controversy. It has always rebelled against authority and stood up against mainstream religion. But as I was reminded in Indonesia, in rare cases it can be a voice of hatred. Well, if there's one place that's had a history of dealing with hatred, it's Israel. So I'm curious to know how this has affected the metal being created here.
I think there isn't any other place special as Jerusalem. The culture of this place, this land, it's very complicated, it's very ancient on one hand, and it's very mixed on the other hand. We have here a Jewish cemetery, we have a church over here, and we have a mosque over there. All Jerusalem is like this. It's some kind of a harmony of colors, of praying. Everyone was here. Abraham, Jesus, Muhammad. Well, I think that it's important for an artist to reflect his place, his culture.
The fact that we live in probably one of the most controversial places on earth and probably one of the more hostile places on earth, it gets in you, you know, this effect of violence everywhere and battle and stuff like that. And probably that's why we could be heavier than other bands in other places of the world.
אבל כשהתחלתי להיכנס לתוך התחום של הבלק מטה, גדלתי על רוב הלהקות הנורווגיות. ואהבתי אותם מאוד והתחברתי אליהם מאוד, כי הם שרו על דברים שבדיעבד הבנתי שזה ספרים שהם קראו והאימא של האימא של האימא של דורות לפני. אבל כשאנחנו התחלנו לראות את מה שהם כותבים בספרים, אנחנו התחלנו לראות בעיניים שלנו, כי חיים את זה באמת.
If you witness to something and you come to write a song, your song will be more real than someone who just read about it in history lesson. Because we live in a country when insanity became closer to reality.
בתוך ירושלים, בתוך הכותל המערבי, בתוך האזור כולו. שלושת הדתות הגדולות שזה אסלאם, נצרות והיהדות גורמות למלחמות האלה. תמיד יהודים שחטו נוצרים, נוצרים שחטו מוסלמים, מוסלמים שחטו יהודים, וזה פשוט חוזר חלילה.
When kids in Israel turn 18, they have to go to the army. That's one of the things that drew me most to playing extreme music. Because I finished school and I was supposed to go to the army, but like, fuck that. I'm not gonna be a part of that or do that. And I want to do another thing. I want to play in a band and I want to go travel the world and meet other people that like the same things that I like.
אני חושב שאם לא נעשה צבא, פשוט יגמרו אותנו, ישמידו אותנו. אז אני לא חושב שכאילו, יש לי איזשהו חיבה לזה או משהו, אבל אנחנו צריכים לעמוד קדימה כדי שפשוט לא יבלעו אותנו, זה הכל. כאילו, אין פה, פשוט זה חיה, אתה חייב לעשות את זה.
At first, Salem was occupied with the occult, hence the name, you know, Salem, witches. But then you realize that your reality is scarier than any Mesopotamian demon you can summon. Like, it's scarier that I walk down the street and someone will show up and explode just because he hates me. I'm usually not scared to walk down the street and be attacked by demons. Or Pinhead from Hellraiser. Doesn't scare me. I watch the movies, I think they're funny. I like them. I'm more scared of the living and their actions. Someone from the Israeli parliament got mad at Salem because we